Alright. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to Just Another Guy for all the wonderful conversations in the comments, as well as letting me know that I'm going a little too fast with everything. I greatly appreciate it. I apologize, my ADD runs rampant, and so sometimes I go a little too quick. So thank you for the heads up. I'm gonna go a little bit slower today with kind of a couple other thingamajiggers as we're going along. So I'll grab kind of the basics here. See what we got going for us. And what I'm gonna kind of go into today is a little bit of kind of a different aspect. So your team composition, how your team comes together. So I've talked a little bit about the various types of support. I talked a little bit about guardians and a little bit about warriors. I'm grabbing all the thingamajiggers real quick. Okay, we got a free thingy here. Ooh. Ooh, this one's a hard one to. I can't get Pinocchio, but I can get Red Queen. Confirm. Okay, Bean Sage. Very nice. Team composition. The best way I can put it is, how does your team work together? Okay? Does your team handle certain aspects? Do you have a guardian that takes on certain tasks the way you need him to? Do you have, say, do you have a support that works the way you need it to? Is your composition between your team fluidly moving together? So is everybody complementing each other in the way that you need it to? And I'll talk about that a little bit more here in a second after I grab kind of some of the basic thingamajiggers. Cool. So I will try to do my best to explain this in a more fluid manner. What I mean by this, and I will use my own personal team as the example here. So I will go into Arena here in a second, and I know I've shown Arena several times, okay? So let's go into arena. We're gonna go ranked match. Let's go for Coco. Ooh, wait, do not skip combat. I got my team all set up, okay. So we got one guardian, two mages. We got Larissa, that's the healer. I think the one on the broom is a mage. And then I think the other one in front is also a warrior. Now, mind you, the levels here are a little higher than mine. I've got my tank in the front, making sure that he's stopping some of the singular damage. So he takes the damage instead of anybody else. He also will provide a shield to two of my strongest ones. Now, there's a possibility it could be Dark Queen. I think I just got Dark Queen up to 2. Yes, I did. So Dark Queen will be a little stronger than Gerd, so I'm going to have Dark Queen up front. So I get a shield for 2 of my strongest, so they take less damage. I get 1 chance of freezing with Miss Conch, plus healing and overtime healing with Miss Conch. So overall, the way my team will flow, I'm going to show it here. And I'm also going to bring it down off of ×4. So I want it on ×2. Ooh, I should have put Soldier's March on it. Well, no, because Soldier's March hits 1 and heals. The other factors of my team is I've got counterattack with Swift Ali, and I've got counterattack with Genie Kuya. A lot of my damage is singular attack compared to AoE, but I do have some AoE mixed in. Looks like one of my characters was petrified. Okay, good healing. He heals himself again. So you can see so far, this team's AoE compared to my own personal AoE is much, much higher. But the way I am guarding my team is making my composition work. For each attack that they dish, there's always a chance that there's going to be a counterattack. A lot of times, I'd say I get pretty lucky with the amount of counterattacks. Now, our levels are fairly even, with this individual having stronger heroes. So the only thing that is giving me the advantage here is my composition is working fluidly to consistently take out enemy by enemy in a manner that assists. I should probably turn the sound down. Let me see if I can turn these down. I apologize, these are rather loud. Okay, so let's see if we can find somebody that is along my... There we go. Grab these. Port. Okay. We're gonna go to this individual. Well, that was the one I just did. I don't want to do the same person twice. Let's try Weiss. This individual is similar to mine. Bunny Maiden is one to watch out for. Very, very strong. Oop, my bad. That'd be this one right here. This is Bunny Mage. She's a mage. Very, very strong. The individual in the back is support. She's a myth class support for Dark. This is a guardian. Then you have Brittany and Miss Conch. Okay, so we'll try this out and see how it goes. Good composition. Our our levels are fairly stronger. I'm not sure what makes my power higher. To be completely honest here. 100, 100, 133, 135. Okay, I am a little bit higher in levels. So each side, so Miss Conch provides support. She's my support. She provides a chance to freeze with her single attack, and her single attack is to whoever has the highest speed, as well as healing and overtime healing. And then I've got a various amount of um, sigils, I think they're called. So the sigils work in a manner to assist my team, and I don't really have them ruined out yet. So the way you compose your team is kind of like a melody for a musical. How do you want them to flow together? There's a lot of combinations you can make them flow. But if you make that flow incorrect, they're not going to work together. And that's the only thing that makes me stronger than a lot of individuals is my team is flowing in a way that there is protection, there is damage, there's both AoE and singular attacks, there's healing. It's all together, and it's all in the way that my team works together. Now, Gerd is going to be swapped out at some point for either Pinocchio or, if I ever end up getting it, Red Queen. Ooh, excuse me. That being said, for the time being, I have what I have. You know, I could swap out my team for various other players. I could add a mage for AoE. But do I feel that would be correct with the way my team works? Honestly, I don't feel it would help my team. And this is what you gotta feel out is how is your team going to work together? How is your team going to match the structure that they need to be able to work with each other? Daggone. You have to have a desire in your mind of what you want when you build your team. As you can see, I can just sit here and go through everything I need to go through, and I make it flow. If I need to do something, I can do it. There's never a wrong answer to how you build your team. As long as your team works for you. Okay, and I'll say this again. As long as your team works for you, that team should never be wrong. But you have to make sure the melody of your team, or the melody that your team sings, so to speak, is a melody that works together. You cannot let your team falter by composing it wrong. Mine works for me. I know where I'm going next with it. I don't really need to do a whole lot for it next. But I've still got things I'm going to do. I need some other things here, and I'm not getting quite what I want. There's other, oh yeah. Um, I talk about the things that I do, and I try to do my best, to show every aspect. Okay, I'm gonna call that good because I still need some of my. Um, so don't feel that your team is weak. Don't feel that, you're doing something wrong with your team or anything like that. No. Be grateful for the things that your team, Rogue Jack. Um, feel happy with the way your team is. Feel happy if your team works together. Feel happy even if your team doesn't work together. There's no reason to be disappointed because in the end, your team is what you make it out to be. And if you're happy with your team, keep going. If you're not happy with your team, keep going because you're the only person that can change it. And I hope to express this in a way that helps people. You are the only one that chooses what you want to do. Your team works the way you want it to. You are the one that makes your team work in the way that you need it to. Don't feel disappointed if something doesn't go right. There is ways to get your team to work efficiently. Daily thing, always grab the mind crystals. Um, I don't want people to feel like they can't do something. If it's too difficult, they want to give up. Don't give up. There's no reason to give up. It's so easy to get further and further into the game as long as you drive for what you want. And as long as you're looking at your characters, you're reading through the characters, and you're deciding in your mind, this is how I want to build my team, that answer is never wrong. Learn how your teams work. Learn how all of the characters are. Really wish I could do that, but it's not. Um, so I'm gonna finish here. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Thank you.